Let us look at the story of the war between Devtas and Asura, the angels and the demons. So the story begins with Shukra or Shukracharya, as he was later called. He was the son of the sage Bhrigu himself, who has given us a lot of knowledge in astrology. So sage Bhrigu sent him to study under sage Angiras, as was the tradition. A child used to go to a Gurukul to study. And there, the son of sage Angiras, who was Brihaspati or Jupiter, he was also studying. And Shukra felt that sage Angiras used to favor Brihaspati a lot. So he did not used to like Brihaspati. And the story continues later on, both of them rose to a very exalted positions. So Brihaspati became the divine guide or the guru of the asuras, of the angels or the devtas, and Shukra became the divine guide of the asuras or the demons. And as we know that angels and demons, the asuras and devtas used to keep fighting, and once so it happened that the tensions rose between them and a war happened. And what was happening in the war, even though the devtas were very powerful, Shukracharya had a power known as the Sanjeevani Vidya, which means he could raise people from the dead. Right? Someone dies and then he could bring them back to life. So the Asuras will keep on dying, but he will keep on bringing them back to life. So it became very difficult for the Devtas to win. But they were naturally more powerful, and Brihaspati is considered the most powerful. He was on their side. So eventually the story goes that the Devtas win. So this is the story. This gives us a lot of insights on Jupiter and Venus. So we see that Venus is inimical towards Jupiter. So if you see Venus and Jupiter in a chart, the Venus will pull down the agendas of the Jupiter. And then we also see their nature. One, that both are teachers, right? So if they are anywhere prominent in your chart, these people are very interested in learning new things and teaching. And Venus we see is more interested towards material enjoyment. That's why he becomes the Devta of the guru of the demons. So he is more interested in wealth, enjoyment, what we call as bhoga in Sanskrit, and relationships. But Jupiter is more interested in virtue and ethics. He also enjoys, but he follows ethics as the first principle. And there is a lot of spiritual knowledge of the Viveka, we call it Viveka, of the changing nature of the world is imbibed into Jupiter. So eventually, because ethics and knowledge is on Jupiter's side, his side wins. So we see this nature in the story.